Good morning, church family. It's Saturday. There we go. We just got the message that we are live on Facebook. I am Mandy.
I'm Blake, and this is kind of a double duty. We've got our opportunity today that we've been talking about all week online, our Share Your Story Challenge, and also this is where we're going to be doing our service tomorrow morning, and so we're using this as a test run as well. So we're going to give it just a moment and see who else clicks in, and then we're going to explain to you what the Your Story Challenge is. So I'm hoping that you can hear us very well, and
leave comments, by the way. Let us know if you can hear us well, or if we want to make sure that our at-home worship experience tomorrow is the best that it can be. So let's use this time to help kind of give some feedback in that way. Or if you have any questions about what we're talking about, definitely leave those in the comment section too, and we'll be looking at it here and answering any questions you have.
So,
all right, let's see who we've got here.
So to kind of start this story, and
I don't know what's going on.
It is sending your feed, so you got to mute.
There we
You got to mute
go.
your
I'm
iPhone.
muting my phone. That's what I'm doing right now.
The joys of technology. So, what we wanted to share with you today with the Your Story Challenge is we want you thinking about the day.
Still thinking about
It
it.
keeps kicking it up. Okay. We want you thinking about the day that you came to know Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. What happened that day? How did your life change? Now I want you to think about something else. I want you to think about the two people you are closest to in your life.
Got it.
Okay? Now, what is their story? Have you ever heard their story? What about the top 5 people in your life? What about your parents? What about your brother or sister?
Your grandparents.
Cousins? People that are so close to you, that are so important to you. And I know that not everybody comes from a great home life, and the people you're closest to may be friends, co-workers, people you go to school with, whatever. Whoever those people are, today, what we want to challenge you to do is to connect with at least 2 of those people. And so I'm going to let Mandy explain that just a little bit more.
So I understand that every one of us is in a different place within our faith walk. So it doesn't matter if you came to know Christ last week or 50 years ago. This challenge is for you, because it really isn't about us as much as we call it the Your Story Challenge. It's about Jesus, and it's about sharing the gospel with people that you love. And right now in our world today, what people need most of all is hope. And we know where the source of hope comes from, and that's Jesus. So all you're going to do is think about those 5, 10 people in your life. I've definitely got 2 in mind for myself. And ask them their story. But first, tell them yours. So you're going to get on the phone, or maybe it's somebody in your household. Maybe you've never heard your kid's testimony. Or maybe your kids have never heard your testimony. Go and start that conversation. Say, you know what? I want to make sure that you guys know that I know Jesus. Do you mind if I tell you my story? And then go through what your life was before Christ, when you came to an understanding of who Christ was, how he changed your life, how the Holy Spirit intervened and changed your life, and what your life has been afterwards. And don't hesitate to share some of the struggle. And this is going to be a struggle. This whole quarantine situation is a struggle for a lot of us, especially as extroverts. Struggle through it. It's worth it. Take this time. Because do you know something that Blake has told the students, and I really truly believe that the most unloving thing you can do is not tell somebody about Jesus. So share the love of Christ, share the hope of Christ, share your story. So once you've gone through, you've called that person, you've sat that person down in your house, whatever it may be, and you tell them your story, then ask them, what are their spiritual beliefs? Where are they in their faith journey? Do you mind sharing that with me? Somebody might likely say, I just don't feel comfortable with that. That's okay. Let them know when they do to call you, that you'd love to hear it. But most of the time, people are more than happy to share with you where they are in their faith journey, even if they've not even begun it yet.
Especially now,
Yeah.
because we're all sitting at home with not much to do.
That's right. And we talk about that a lot in our church setting, is that, well, I just don't feel like I ever get the opportunity to share Christ with people. God has given you an abundance of time and opportunity right now. So take that opportunity to call, talk to, communicate with, connect with two people in your life today. I don't care if you are 10 or you are 80 or 100 or somewhere in between. This is something that you can do. Think about our shut-ins. Think about people that live alone. Think about those people that struggle with anxiety and depression. This is hard to be shut in like this. So call them, reach out to them, and connect with them today. And then Blake's going to tell you a little bit about what's going to happen at 6.
Well, and also, in case you get into an experience where you're talking to somebody and you come to the realization they don't have a relationship with Jesus Christ, remember that the purpose of telling our story is getting to tell the gospel. And so if you're unsure of what to say, I want to encourage you to go to our website, fbcfrederick.com, and you scroll down and it'll say Church at Home, click here. And you click on that, and right there on the challenge, it'll say click here, and it'll take you to a site that has a list of verses that you can go through. Now, if you have your own way, if you did Evangelism Explosion and you know that, or if you've gone through another process, hey, that's great, by all means. I'm expressly talking to those of you that are like, I don't know what to say and I don't know where to take them. It's an easy path of going through Scripture and being able to show them the glory of Jesus Christ and the opportunity that they have to have the hope that's in your heart. So, and I just kind of want to throw out one other thing. There's a meme that's been floating around, a picture on Facebook and Instagram and everything that says, I always said that the reason I could never get my house cleaned was because I didn't have enough time. During the quarantine, I'm realizing that is not the case. Well, a lot of times people will say, the reason I've never told anyone the gospel is because I don't have time. Please let that have been the case, and take this time that God has given you now and let him be important enough in your life that you're going to pour him into the others. Mm-hmm. So, like Mandy said, at 6 o'clock tonight, we are going to put a post on our Facebook page.
You'll see this graphic that you see in front of us. Yes, this is your story challenge here.
That'll come up on our Facebook feed, and what we are going to encourage you to do is comment and tell the story of your experience today, of the people you called. Don't give names. You can say a family member, someone I work with, someone I go to school with, something like that. But anyway, and talk about the interaction, the connection that you made with them in their life, and the connection that hopefully they made with you. And together we can encourage each other during this time to see that the gospel is being shared, to see that people are being ministered to by the church spiritually. That's what it's about. That's why we're here. We're not here for a building. We're not here for a service on Sunday mornings. We are here to be the body of Jesus Christ in this world, in the lives of those people out there, those people that we want to invite in here.
So Blake, I just got a text from somebody asking me, what if your story is ugly? And I think it's even more important that you share the ugly. You don't have to get into a great deal of description about what your sin was or is, but you do need to get into a point, because the point is Jesus, it's not us, about how he broke those chains of sin and bondage that you were in. So it's okay. Not all of us have pretty polished testimonies. That's what makes it beautiful. Jesus giving us the opportunity to make diamonds out of dust. It's okay to talk about the dust.
And if you're open and you're honest with your story, they're going to be more willing to listen, and they're going to be more willing to tell you theirs.
That's right.
If they know that you're hiding something, if they know that you're keeping it back, then they're going to know that you're doing something because someone told you to, instead of it being on your heart. So as much as, yes, this is a challenge, yes, we've called you to do this, you need to do it because God is calling out to your heart to be his hands and feet, to be his mouth today, and to share his word in the lives of the people he has given you to share it to.
Another question that I had was, is this just for students? Because it's Blake and I up here. No. This is for everybody. Like I said before, it doesn't matter if you came to know Christ last week or if you've known him for 50 years. You still have a testimony, and that testimony still has power because it's about Jesus. So please share this. Maybe you've never shared your testimony with your grandkids. Wow. Talk about a faith legacy to leave behind and a hope to give. Give them a call.
So last but not least, we do want to encourage you to join us tomorrow morning. Worship will be at 10:50, just like always. It'll be right here on Facebook Live, and it'll be on our YouTube page. And I did want to let you know, in case you didn't realize, that our Sunday school lessons are actually on our website. If you'll go to that same link, fbcfrederick.com, go down to Church at Home, and scroll down a little past the challenge, you'll see a couple things that are on there that have happened over the last couple days. You will get to Sunday school, and there is a video that is the adult, I just blanked on the name of the curriculum.
Grace for Life?
Yes, Bible Studies for Life, thank you. The Bible Studies for Life lesson for this week, there is a video on there from someone from Lifeway. They've made
For the
that
adults.
for the adults. For the children, we have a series that we've been able to put online called Doors. We started that last week about making wise choices in our life. And session 2 is now on the website. And for the teenagers, we had some issues with FaceTime last week, so this week we're going to do Zoom. So either download the Zoom app or go to zoom.us on your computer. And there is a code on the page with that number, and you just enter that meeting ID number, and it'll bring you right to Sunday school at 9:45 in the morning for our students and our teachers. We'd love for them to join as well. So
know that we're going to be praying for you today, and that we love you, and that we miss you, and not being able to give you guys hugs is just, it just stinks. But we love you, and we will be praying for you.
And we look forward to seeing you in the morning. Y'all have a good day.